Welcome to this video about League's latest champion, Pyke. Pyke has been in the game for a while now, and players had a lot of time to try out different builds and playstyles. In this video, I am going to share one of my personal favorite Pyke playstyles, starting with the runes, build, and of course how to use them. Runes. For this strategy, the keystone you should take is Aftershock. The extra resistances help you survive when you initiate fights, and the damage is actually pretty nice since it does also scale with AD. Then you should take Bone Plating. Pyke's base health was nerfed to bring down the power of his stack builds, and this rune somewhat compensates the health he is missing late game by providing those 3 40 HP shields. In the next slot, what you take depends mostly on personal preference. Chrysalis gives you AD throughout the game since the starting 50 HP also gets converted into AD, and after getting 4 takedowns you will directly gain AD instead. Second Wind can help you with lane sustain, but unless you are versus a very heavy poke combo like Misfortune and Vel'Koz, you're going to be fine without that rune too. This brings us to my favorite rune in this row of the resolve tree, Conditioning. Yes, it does absolutely nothing in the early game, but once you hit that 10-minute mark, the extra resistances can be pretty helpful in defensive scaling, since you cannot build bonus health and you rely on your armor and magic resist to keep you tanky. And as a final rune in the resolve tree, I recommend Revitalize. It increases the amount of health you recover by using your passive, as well as the heal you get from Relic Shield procs. For the secondary tree, I used to go Domination in the past, and it works well, but I recently tried out Sorcery, and it seems wonderful. The Sorcery tree is an ideal choice for a secondary tree, since it has many options that literally give you free stats. And when you are playing Pyke, you want to have power on a budget, so this is the secondary tree you want. Gathering Storm is a nice rune. Yes, it also does nothing before 10 minutes of the game have passed, but it scales wonderfully and can help you significantly with your damage output in the late game. For the second rune from the Sorcery tree, there are two main options: Absolute Focus for the free AD, or Transcendence for the free cooldown reduction and potentially AD. The bad thing about taking Transcendence though is that by choosing it alongside those other runes, you will have 3 runes that do absolutely nothing before 10 minutes of the game have elapsed, putting your early game in a pretty tough situation. Build. Start Relic Shield and 3 potions. The first items you prioritize getting are the full upgrade of the Relic Shield and the Ionian Boots of Lucidity. While the upgrade itself does not give you that many stats for the price it costs, it increases the amount of relic stacks you can have up to 4, and also reduces significantly the recharge time for each stack, so you'll be earning a lot of gold with this upgrade. And since we are going for an upgraded Relic Shield, I would not recommend going for Mobility Boots, since you will lose the out-of-combat movement speed every time you proc your Relic Shield. Ionian Boots of Lucidity also cost just 600 gold as an upgrade, give the standard upgraded boots movement speed of 45, but they also offer 10% CDR and 10% Summoner Spell CDR on top of that. That makes them a really good purchase for 900 gold total. After that, go for Zeke's Convergence. I said that in a previous video and I'm going to say it again. Everything Zeke gives is good on Pyke. Armor? Yes. Magic resist? Nice. Mana? You might think this is useless on Pyke, but it's not. The additional 250 mana lets you use your W as a method of sustaining your health more often. It also gives a useful active and passive combo that can increase your team's damage output inside a teamfight quite a lot. And since it creates a slow zone around you when you ult, it actually synergizes pretty well with your ultimate, because what you're doing with it is exactly jumping on top of an enemy champion. For your next item, I recommend Spirit Visage. This item gives you a chunk of attack damage, a lot of magic resist, caps your CDR to 40% at this point, and also gives you a passive that should increase the amount of health you recover even further. After that, just buy whatever the game requires. You can get Edge of Night for more damage, or Mercurial's Scimitar to survive count control, maybe a Guardian Angel so that you can engage teamfights without being afraid. Playstyle. I will finish this guide with a few quick playstyle notes. First, you can be aggressive in lane, but it is not necessarily the best option. Pay attention to your enemy's positioning, and if they do not use their minions as shields, just use your QE combo to lower their health and crowd control them for long enough for your ADC to join the fight. 2. The early game power of this build is lower than what the Lethality build offers, but it is a lot more reliable since you are not required to snowball in order to be able to build the items you want to have. 3. Pay attention to your enemy's summoner spells because as deadly as your ultimate is, flashing away from it is surprisingly easy. Thanks for watching, and remember to leave a like and subscribe if you found this Pyke guide and build useful.